Picture this. It's the 14th century and a sinister shadow is creeping across Europe. The Black Death, possibly the most devastating pandemic in human history, is about to change our world forever. You might think you know this story, but the impact of this medieval plague goes far beyond the estimated 200 million deaths. Let me take you on a journey through time to show you how this microscopic bacteria reshaped human civilization as we know it. Imagine being in medieval Europe when the plague first arrived. Ships pull into ports, carrying not just exotic goods, but also rats infested with deadly fleas. Within days, people start developing painful swellings called buboes, high fevers, and then, well, you can guess the rest. The disease spread so rapidly that entire villages were wiped out in weeks. But here's where it gets interesting. The Black Death didn't just kill people, it completely transformed society. Think about this. With nearly half of Europe's population gone, the surviving peasants suddenly had leverage. For the first time in history, they could demand better wages and working conditions. The feudal system, which had kept people in virtual slavery for centuries, began to crumble. The plague also revolutionized medicine. Medieval doctors, completely baffled by the disease, were forced to rethink everything they knew about healing. This led to the birth of modern medical practices, including the concept of quarantine. Yes, that same word we've all become very familiar with recently. And here's something fascinating. The Black Death actually improved living standards for survivors. With fewer people around, food became more abundant, wages increased, and women gained more economic opportunities. It's a dark irony that such devastating loss led to better lives for those who remained. The plague even transformed art and culture. Ever wonder why medieval art suddenly became so dark and morbid? The Black Death created a new artistic movement focused on mortality, leading to those haunting danse macabre paintings you might have seen in history books. Perhaps most surprisingly, this catastrophe sparked a renaissance of innovation and scientific thinking. People began questioning traditional authorities and seeking new explanations for how the world worked. You could say the Renaissance itself was partly born from the ashes of the plague years. So next time you think about the Black Death, remember, it wasn't just a tragic episode in history. It was a catalyst that fundamentally reshaped human society, economics, medicine, and culture. In many ways, our modern world was forged in the crucible of this devastating pandemic. Sometimes the darkest moments in history lead to the most profound changes. The Black Death proves that even in humanity's bleakest hours, we can emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before.